Okay, so this is, well, whether you're a musician or not, even if you're a podcaster or a gamer or whatnot, well, I said whatnot a million times already, but you always know that taking an XLR cable from, let's say, the table you're broadcasting from to the computer is not necessarily always easy, and sometimes it's just too messy. And you ever wondered if you can convert one of these regular XLR microphones to an actual wireless microphone? And yes, there is actually a solution. It doesn't need to be just a shotgun mic. This is just a Marantz. It could be one of those dynamic supercardioids. This is an electro voice. Yes, it works on this one too. These are XLR wireless transmitters. Oh, that's a lot of paperwork, and I opened it the wrong way. This is probably the cheapest you will find on the market. I will try to leave a link down in the description if I can. And this is one of those that I would call entry level. I would not probably suggest it for a commercial musician to go on a huge stage, even though in those huge stages, usually you are provided microphones, unless you have one of those Shure microphones that you paid $6,000 and you want to use it. That's a different story. But for the rest of us, I suggest you can start with this one. I tried it and it works really good. I at least for a few feet that I'm here, I tried up to 25 feet and it worked. I didn't try beyond that, but if it worked on 25, it should work on 30, I guess, at this point. But what do you expect on the box? This is the receiver. Let me take this. Oh, this is pleasurable. This is the simplest you can find. It goes into your 3.4, whatever they call those jack points here. It's not a 2.5. It's not a 3.5. It's one of the big ones, whatever. You just plug it there in the instrument or line. In this case, this is just an old M audio, just to show you. Now, there are other versions that instead of this, you have the male XLR that can go to the full balanced ports. In my case, I just got this one just to test it. I'm not sure if I have any need for it, but just to test it, put it in the line here. And whether now you have an XLR from your instrument, would be a guitar or violin or whatever, or just a simple microphone, it should work the same. Provided now, if you have a microphone that requires phantom power like this one, for example, if you need to add phantom power, well, then of course just don't forget the battery, but it fits right here. Look, boom, just like that. Now this Marantz microphone just became wireless. Hold this pressed and it will search for the receiver, and the moment I turn on the receiver, it stops because it connects right away to the microphone. Now these numbers are static on it. These will never change no matter what you do on them. As you see, these are just meant like that, and it keeps that in and out coloring thing to indicate that it's on and it is receiving signal from the microphone. And yes, you can add two microphones because it comes with two transmitters, and yes, they will both connect to the same receiver. So now you can have two microphones wirelessly going on to this receiver. In this case, this is a digital one, just an older one, but the same goes if you have a big mixer, I don't know, Yamaha 16 channel or whatnot that you might have, as long as I said, you're not going in big stages that people paid $150 tickets. That's a different story. I would suggest this more for, I don't know, as I said, streamers, podcasters, small bars, entry-level musicians. Yeah, that would work. And yes, if you're a DJ, this one will fit to the back of the mixer where the microphone goes, or the front in some of the mixers, depends if you have a Pioneer or Gemini or whatnot. It should work with it as well, because it worked on my Pioneer, but this is basically what I got too. And I haven't seen any noise, at least on these two microphones that I have. I don't have a third microphone to test it with, but in these two microphones, I did not get any noise, because of course, noise is a problem, and the latency is almost undetectable unless you really are somebody that wanted next to 0 milliseconds. Then yeah, in that case, you'll have to check Sennheiser. They have a version of these, but you know, it goes to some other stuff. But yeah, for a cheap, dirt cheap entry level, these are really good. You can give them a try. I will leave a link down in the description below so you can go check them out and see for yourself if you like them. They both, all three charge with a USB-C charger, just regular USB-C like we have in all our phones and whatnot, and the charge should hold a few hours. It says up to 5 hours on the box. I would realistically say 2-3 hours, around 3 hours in a realistic manner. Because of course you're transmitting and receiving continually, and unless you keep turning it off and on the whole time, but you know you're not gonna do that because I don't do that. Usually a microphone is a microphone that just stays on till the end of the set, and that's how it works. So, in my opinion, these are worth the money for your intro level to at least be introduced to wireless microphone conversions. So, if you have a good microphone and if you have a way to connect it to your mixer or PA system or one of those PV guitar amplifiers or whatnot, these should work pretty well with it. And with that said, I hope you liked this video, I hope you learned something out of it, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and bye.